Well, I mean, the first attraction was Spike Lee called me because I had worked with him a bunch of times before. So that's I didn't really necessarily have to read the script. I'm already kind of gonna do it. But I was pretty shocked when I read the script. I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to say what it is, but
it's very twisted.
It's very twisted,
cruel, but at the same time very human
and unexpected, and that's exciting and fun.
You're the point of reference in the movie. I mean, you're the solid point of reference into reality to the other characters.
Right.
How does it feel? Is it a big responsibility?
You know, my responsibility was to be a friend. I mean, that was what I just saw as my function in the movie. It was a friend who's kind of a lifeline to this guy who has to put his life back together and make sense out of what the last 20 years were. So we rehearsed for a couple of weeks before we even started shooting. I rehearsed for a couple of days, and I got to spend time with Josh, even outside of rehearsal in New Orleans, going out at night and hanging out and getting to know each other and having some laughs. So by the time we got to shoot, we already had some shared experiences and felt comfortable around each other and got to know, rather than showing up the day of the first day shooting, hello, how are you? I'm Josh,
Plus,
I'm Michael.
he's very gregarious, no? He's very open. And
he is, so that was good that we had that opportunity. And that really my focus was really be a friend and be there for him.
You did a good, you were a good friend.
Good, thank you.
So, what about getting lost in all these roles? How do you like that, disappearing in different characters, that you become almost not recognizable? And
you know, I mean, you get a good role, you want to disappear into it. You know, I mean, you get a good script, you're in a good project, you want to immerse yourself and you want to give yourself to it. You know, that's how the best work happens. You know, when you really give yourself to it. And this film certainly allowed that. I mean, I think that this film really created this very weird imaginary world where this story's taking place, and it was fun to, you know, navigate it a little bit.
It's really scary. And what about Oscars for the movie? Why not? I mean,
that's, you know, who knows? You know, I don't know.
What do you think of Oscars? Since
what do I think
like
of
the
it?
awards?
They're good for business. That's what I always say. They're good for business. They get people to see your movie. They get your, you know, your salary raised for your next movie and give you opportunities.
So there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I guess they're good. Yeah.
And how satisfied are you with your career? And what's the turning point? What was the
What
turning
was the turning? I'm waiting for the turning point. I think it's right around the corner. I think it's coming.
So you think...
My turning point for me, I've had a bunch of turning points, you know. I mean, I had a turning point. I think the first turning point was getting my first professional job, which was a play that never paid any money, but I finally felt like I was in the business. Then my first movie, which I had one line that got cut. That was a turning point because I finally was in front of the camera. Then Goodfellas was a very big turning point because everybody in the world saw that movie, and now people started to put together me with this movie and this character, and that was good. Working with Spike right after that for the first time in Jungle Fever. Sopranos was a giant turning point. You have a lot of them, you know, as you go, I think. So I can't say there's one, because a lot of, when these things happen at the time, they were very big events. In hindsight now, maybe they don't seem as big, or to most people, but...
They were big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.